गौरीनाथ सिद्धिपुरीश्वर भोलेनाथ हरे शिव शंकर गौरीनाथ सिद्धिपुरीश्वर भोलेनाथ हरे शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ सिद्धिपुरीश्वर भोलेनाथ शिव शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ शिव शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ
शिव शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ
हरे शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ
हरे शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ
हरे शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ सिद्धिपुरीश्वर भोलेनाथ
हरे शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ सिद्धिपुरीश्वर भोलेनाथ
अहिभूषण शिव गौरीनाथ
हरिभूषण शिव गौरीनाथ
परम सुमंगल भोलेनाथ
परम सुमंगल भोलेनाथ
अहिभूषण शिव गौरीनाथ परम सुमंगल भोलेनाथ गिरिजारंगा परमानंदा समाधि प्रिया गंगानाथ गिरिजारंगा परमानंदा समाधि प्रिया गंगानाथ हरे शिव शंकर गौरीनाथ हरे पुरीश्वर दीनानाथ हरे शिव शंकर गौरीनाथ हरे त्रिपुरीश्वर दीनानाथ शिव शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ शिव शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ हरे त्रिपुरीश्वर भोलेनाथ शिव शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ हरे त्रिपुरीश्वर भोलेनाथ अहिभूषण शिव गौरीनाथ परम सुमंगल भोलेनाथ अहिपुरीश्वर दीनानाथ हरे शिव शंकर गौरीनाथ हरे त्रिपुरीश्वर दीनानाथ ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम 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 नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय
हरे गंगजटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजामन रमना हरे गंगजटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजामन रमना जय नित्यं जय महादेव महेश्वरी मंगल शुभ चरना जय मृत्युंजय महादेव महेश्वरी मंगल शुभ चरना नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा निरुपम गुण सदना साई निरुपम गुण सदना नाथ मनोहर नीलकंठ साई नाथ मनोहर नीलकंठ साई नीरज गण नयना साई नील जगन नयना हर गंगजटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजामन रमना हर गंगजटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजामन रमना जय मृत्युंजय महादेव महेश्वरी मंगल शुभ चरना जय मृत्युंजय महादेव महेश्वरी मंगल शुभ चरना नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा नंदी वाहना नागभूषणा निरुपम गुण सदना साई निरुपम गुण सदना नटन मनोहर नीलकंठ सा नटन मनोहर नीलकंठ सा नील जगन नयना साई नील जगन नयना हर गंगजटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजामन रमना जय नित्युंजय महादेव महेश्वरी मंगल शुभ चरना हर गंगजटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजामन रमना जय मृत्युंजय महादेव महेश्वरी मंगल शुभ चरना मंगल शुभ चरना मंगल शुभ चरना
बुरे श्रमापति महादेव की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। प्रिय भक्तजन, Shubh Swagatam and welcome to this morning's Sandhya. As we join once more again in worship dedicated to the lotus-like feet of Bhagwan Shiv Shankara, already performing our offering, puja, worship, oblations to the feet of the Divine Lord Mahadev Swami. As we are about to journey through the depths of the Shiv Mahapurana, I invite you all, Karavujai, please stand as we join in our opening arti. Om Sajam Chavarati Samyuktim Vahina Yochitamaya Deepagrihan Devasya Trihilokya Mirapaham Yani Tani Chapapani Janmahirtatani Cha Tani Tani Vanashyanti Parakshana Pradhe Pradhe Om Hara 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 Mahadev Om Hara 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 Mahadev
Om Hare 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 Mahadev. Om Hare 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 Mahadev.
Jai Shiva Omkara Prabhu Hare Shiva Omkara
Jai Shiva Omkara, Prabhu Hare Shiva Omkara.
Om Satyam Shivam Sundaram
Om Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Ekaran Chatudaran Panchanan Raje Ekaran Chatudaran Panchanan Raje Ansanan Garudhasan Vrishavahan Saje Om Hara 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 Mahadev
Om Hare 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 Mahadev. Jai Shiva Omkara, Prabhu Hare Shiva Omkara.
दो बुझे चार चतुर बुझा दस बुझती सोहे दो बुझे चार चतुर बुझा दस बुझती सोहे तीनों रूप निरत का त्रिभुवन जन मोहे ओम सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम
Om Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
जय शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा
Jai Shiva Omkara, Prabhu Hare Shiva Omkara.
ओम हर 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 महादेव
Om Hare 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 Mahadev.
अक्षमाला बनमाला मुन्नमाला धारी अक्षमाला बनमाला मुन्नमाला धारी चंदन मृगमर सोहे भोले शशिधारी ओम सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम जय शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा जय शिव ओंकारा
Omkara, Prabhu Hare Shiva Omkara.
श्वेतांबर पीतांबर भागंबर अंगे श्वेतांबर पीतांबर भागंबर अंगे ब्रह्मादिक सनकादिक प्रेतादिक संगे ओम हर 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 महादेव
Om
हर
Hare
हर
Hare
हर
Hare Mahadev.
जय शिव ओंकारा
प्रभु हरि शिव ओंकारा
ओम सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम
ओम सत्यम शिवं सुंदरम
ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिवा चानक अभिधेका ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिवा चानक अभिधेका प्रणवासद में शोभित ये तीनों एका ओम सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम जय शिव ओंकारा
प्रभु हरि शिव ओंकारा
बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
बम भोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
ओ बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
बम भोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
बम भोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
बाबा के दाम पर गंगा की धार पर गंगा की धार बाबा की दाम पर गंगा की धार पर गंगा की धार सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
बम भोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
ओ जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी
जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव ज्योति
अरे देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी
जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव ज्योति
ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय
बुरे श्री महापति महादेव की आज शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की My dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, you may have respectful seats at this time. As we are about to journey to the depths of Sanatan Dharma, as we are about to journey to a beautiful katha, my dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, I invite you all to sit upright. As we join our palms together, as we close the physical eyes, we surrender to Bhagwan. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. He Ram, He Ram, He Ram. हमें दया करो श्री गणेशाय नमः श्री सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमः श्री गोविंदाय नमो नमः Salutations to Lord Ganesh. He is Pratham Deva Puja Mangala Murti Modya Mahaganapati, the first deity to be worshipped, the one who bestows the blessing of success as we pray for success in this Shivaratri celebrations. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Sama Prabha Nirvigaram Kurme Deva सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा गजाननं भूतगणारिसेवितं कपितजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पारपङ्कजम्. My dear friends, we offer salutations to Saraswati Ma as we pray to the Divine Devi. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamatarupani Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. We join in Saraswati Vandana, verses and phrases of Saraswati Ma.
जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता. जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता. जय 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 श्री राधिका माँ. जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता.
जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता.
चौथे में बेनौ पंच सभी को ध्यान तुझे हो लगाए. रामायण की अनुपम करनी बसागर पार करा. रामायण की अनुपम करनी बसागर पार करा. जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता.
जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता.
जय 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 श्री राधिका माँ. जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता. जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता.
Shri Maha Saraswatye Namaha. We offer salutations to Hanumanji as we are sitting within the very Mandir of Hanuman Swami. He is the 11th Rudra of Bhagwan Shankara, the embodiment of strength. This morning, let us all pray to Hanumanji. As we pray to the Divine Lord, we join in the 40 golden verses and praises of Lord Hanuman. Hanuman Chalisa says, Bhoot Pisach Nikat Nahi Aave, Mahavir Jab Naam Sunave. The one who chants the name of Lord Hanuman, all evil and all negativity is removed. Nasai Rog Hare Sab Pira, Japata Nirantan Hanumata Vida. The one who chants the name of Lord Hanumanji. My dear friends and devotees, all sickness and all diseases are removed. So great is the mere name of Lord Hanuman when chanted with love and with devotion. We offer salutations to Hanumanji. To all those joining with us at the Mandir, offer salutation to the Divine Lord and Master of the Universe. To those joining with us via our various social media platforms this morning, join with us in praises to the Divine Lord. And to all of those joining with us via 103.1 FM this morning, Swagatam and welcome, and join with us in devotion to the Divine Lord. Om Sri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhar Varano Raghubhara Vimalayasha Jodhayaka Parachar Bunahina Tanujanike Sumire Upavana Kumar Balaburi Vidyadhi Muhi Harahu Kale Shavikar Bure Pavan Putra Hanuman Ki Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Guru Deva Kinai Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Guru Deva Kinai Guru Deva Kinai Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Gurudev Pavan Putra Hanuman Ki Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Jai Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar Jai Kapish Tihu Loka Ujagar Ramaduta Tulita Balarama Ajani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahavira Vikaram Bajarangi Kumati Nivara Sumati Ke Sangi Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Gurudeva Kinai Kanchana Varana Vidaja Suvesha Kanara Kundara Kunchita Kesha Hata Vadrada Dhvacha Viraje Kande Mocha Jane Gosad Shankara Suvana Kesare Nanda Teja Pratap Mahajagavandan Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Gurudeva Kinai. Vidyavan Guniyati Chatur Ram Kach Karibe Ko Aat Prabhu Charitra Sunibe Ko Rasiya Ram Lakshmana Sita Man Basiya Suchma Rupa Rarisiya Ririkawa Vikrat Rupa Rariranga Jarawa Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Gurudeva Kinai Bhima Parariya Suna Sangave Ramachandra Ke Kaj Savaye Laya Sajivan Lakana Jiyaye Shri Raghuvira Hara Shivra Laye Raghupati Kini Bahuta Baraye Tuma Mama Priya Bharatai Samavaye Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Gurudeva Kinai. वदन तुमरो यस गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंतर गावे। संकारिक ब्रह्मारि मुनीषा, नारद शारद सहित अनीशा। जम कुबेर हरि गोपाल चहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। तुम प्रकार सुग्रीवन कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राज पर दीना। तुम्हारे मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्र योजन पद बानु, लियो ताहि मनुर पर जानु। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। हनुमान चालीसा says, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। My dear friends and devotees, wherever the name of Hanuman ji is chanted, even the impossible becomes possible. The name of Hanuman ji is greater than the physical form of Lord Hanuman. When chanted with love and devotion, my dear friends and devotees, he destroys all your problems, your hurdles, your trials and your tribulations. Surrender to the feet of Lord Shri Hanuman ji. प्रभु मुद्रिका मिली मुखा माही, जलरी लांगी गए अचन चनाई। दुर्गम काज जगत के चेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम रुआले तुम रखवाले, पोतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसाए। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। सब सुकल है तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तिरहु लोक हाकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जय 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 महावीरा, जय जय हनुमान। जय 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 महावीरा, जय जय हनुमान। जय हनुमान बोलो, जय हनुमान बोलो, जय हनुमान। जय हनुमान बोलो, जय हनुमान बोलो, जय हनुमान। बोलो जय जय, बोलो जय जय, बोलो जय 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 महावीरा। जय जय हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। नास है रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतन हनुमत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साचा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, तासु अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवाले, असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सरर हो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। अंत काल रघुपति पुरचारी, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित नार रही, हरमत से ही सर्व सुख करई। संकट हरे अमिते सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाय या सत बार पात कर कोई चोत ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यहाँ परे हनुमान चालीसा ओय श्री सा की गौरी सा तुलसी दास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महाधीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाय पवन तनय संकट हरणम मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसौ सुधभूप बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की बोलो श्री राम जय Ram. Once more again, Swagatam, and welcome to all those joining with us this morning in devotion. To all those joining with us via the airwaves of 103.1 FM, Swagatam, and welcome to this morning's Sandhya. My dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, a beautiful katha taken from the golden pages of the Shiva Mahapuran. It is said that, of course, on the night of Maha Shivaratri, we all know that at midnight is the most powerful time, where we all will want to be by that lingam, making the necessary offerings, abhishek offerings, and performing a parikrama, walking around that lingam, chanting the most powerful mantra to Lord Shiva, the Panch Akshara mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. But why that hour of midnight is so powerful and so great? According to Shiv Puran, at midnight in the 14th Tithi in the month of Pargun is when Shiva and Shakti merged together. It is when Bhagwan Shankar became wedded to Parvati Ma. Brajababhuri, he narrates to us a beautiful katha. It is said that the Devatas, they are in distress. They live at Asura by the name of Tarkasur. Tarkasur, my dear friends and devotees, was given a boon by Brahmaji that only the son of Shiva could bring his destruction. Shiva, my dear friends and devotees, Sati Devi had entered into the Yagyakun of Daksh Prajapati, being consumed by the fire and leaving this Mrityu Loka. Bhagwan Shankar decided that he's going to live a sannyas life. He is going to be in meditation and dhyan for the rest of his existence. And as he sits on Parvat, Kailash Parvat, Tarkasur asked for a boon by Brahma that only the son of Shiva could bring his destruction. But if there is no Devi, no Sati, Shiva cannot bring forth a child into the world. So Tarkasur thought to himself that he's going to live forever. And so the Devatas are in distress. He is creating havoc and problems, and they begin to pray. Whenever you have a problem, my dear friends and devotees, who should you take your problems to? I mention this from time to time. Take your problems to God in prayer. The only one who could remove your problems is Bhagwan. Tonight is the night of Maha Shivaratri, a very powerful night. And whatever problems, whatever hurdles or trials or tribulations you may have, tonight is that night to pray, to chant Om Namah Shivaya, and ask Bhagwan Shankar to destroy your problems. The Devatas begin to pray. What are they praying for? The Katha tells us. Brajababhuri with a son. Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva. Bolo.
Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva, Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva.
Devan Jabahina जय पुकारा तब ही न देख प्रभु अपने गारा। बोलो
जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा, जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा।
तारक सुर देवा साधन दामा, आप पतायो में ही मन गिरिहा। बोलो
जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा, जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा।
They are praying. And whilst they are praying, they are asking of the divine Lord, O Brahma, you are the creator. Why don't you bring back the Devi upon the earth? In the Himalaya mountain, Himavan the king and Maina Devi, they are praying for a child. And so, Maina Devi brings forth a child from the Parvat, from the hills. And as this child came from the Parvat, she was given the name Parvati. And Parvati, my dear friends and devotees, as she began to grow in age, she became a great devotee of Lord Shiva. Day after day, and night after night, she will pray to Lord Shiva. And as she prays to Lord Shiva, Katha tells to us, Tarananagama, आप पार्वती, आप जलाधर संसार हारा। बोलो हे राम जय महादेवा, जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा। बोलो जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा। बोलो जय शिव शंकर जय महादेव। बोलो जय शिव शंकर जय। बोले उमापति महादेव की जय। शिव शंकर जय महा, जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा। Parvati is advancing in age, and as she's growing, Himavan, he finds that at Devi, she's at that age where she should become wedded. He began to bring prince from near and far, but as fast as they come, she will refuse them. She doesn't want to marry them. Coming from great backgrounds, but she says nahi. Himavan becomes worried, because he's bringing the greatest and she says no. He's running out of options. And so, as Parvati went to her room one day, Maina Devi, she entered the room. And she asked, "Oh Parvati, is there someone that you already love?" And she begins to smile. For those who have daughters, you would know. And as she began to smile, Maina Devi knew that there's someone. So she asked, "Oh Parvati, tell me, who is this person?" In Parvati Mata's room, she has a beautiful picture of Lord Shiva, which she will worship and adore. She looked at the picture with a smile on her face, and Maina Devi is saying, "But Shankar is in Samadhi. He is in Samadhi. He is in deep meditation." But my dear friends and devotees, Himavant is entering. He's hearing everything. And he enters into the room. And like any ordinary father, they will try to give their daughter everything that she wants. Himavanti says, "Oh Parvati, are you in love with Shankar?" And she says, "Yes." he says, "Oh Parvati, there's only one way to win the heart of Lord Shiva. There's only one way to win the heart of Lord Shiva, and that is through the medium of devotion. There's only one way to gain the blessing of Lord Shiva, and that is through devotion. Tonight, as we keep vigil and as we worship Lord Shiva, at the end of the night, we will gain our heart desire from Lord Shiva. We will gain his darshan through the medium of our sacrifice, self-sacrifice, in the name of Lord Shiva. This is why we remain awake. You see how everybody in the Mandir looking well energized? The pot of coffee working. My dear friends, he says the only way to win the heart of Shiva, O Parvati, is through the medium of devotion. O Parvati, chalo, let us go to the beautiful Kailash, where of course we meet with Lord Shiva. The Katha tells to us, as Parvati is journeying, her heart is overflowing with joy, and she calls upon that Lord. She sings praises to Lord Shiva. Hara 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 Mahadev, Hara 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 Mahadev. Bolo. Hara Hara Hara, Hara Hara Hara. Are you looking like are you waking, but are you singing like are you sleeping? Hara Hara Hara, Hara Hara Hara, Hara 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 Mahadev, Hara 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 Mahadev. Hara 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 Mahadev.
Hare 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 Mahadev. Hare 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 Mahadev.
Hara 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 Mahadev. Hara 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 Mahadev. Hara 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 Mahadev.
Hare 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 Mahadev.
Let us all clap together. And as we clap together, let us clap in time in for Lord Shiva.
Hare 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 Mahadev. Hare 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 Mahadev.
It is said that on this night we create a joyful sound. And as we clap, my dear friends, listen to the echo of the clap. And as you clap, my dear bhaktas and devotees, sing together. Create a joyful sound, a peaceful and a beautiful sound to Lord Shiva. Listen to the rhythm of that clap and allow it to vibrate through your body and awaken that Shiva consciousness. Hara 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 Mahadev, Hara 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 Mahadev.
Hare 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 Mahadev. Hare 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 Mahadev.
Hara 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 Mahadev.
Hare Hare Hare
Hara 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 Mahadev.
Hare 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 Mahadev.
Bolo Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva.
Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva.
Jattarara Shiva Jattarara,
Jatadira Shiva Jatadira.
Jattarara Shiva Jattarara.
Jatadira Shiva Jatadira.
Gauri Priya Shankara, Shiva Gauri Priya Shankara.
Gauri Priya Shankara. Shiva Gauri Priya Shankara.
Bolo Hara 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 Mahadev, Hara 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 Mahadev.
Hara 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 Mahadev,
Hara 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 Mahadev, Hara 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 Mahadev, Hara 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 Mahadev, Hara 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 Mahadev. Bode Umapati Mahadev ki Jai. Sharanam. Parvati. Together with Himavan, the Raja, they are journeying to Kailash Parvat. And whilst they are journeying to Kailash Parvat, she chants Hara Hara Mahadev. Tonight we are all on a journey to meet with Lord Shiva, spiritually. During this night we are going to meet with Bhagwan Shankar through the medium of your devotion. Throughout this night we use this night to wake, but not just to keep awake, not just to pick up on what stories you didn't hear from which tanti, not to keep up to date about the gossip and the couture, but tonight is a night to keep awake, to chant Om Namah Shivaya, to awaken that Shiva consciousness, and to pray, my dear friends and devotees, to gain the darshan of Lord Shiva. As Parvati Mata is journeying likewise, she chants Hara Hara Mahadev. Upon reaching to Kailash Parvat, they met with Nandishwara. And Nandi is asking, "Oh Raja, what have brought you to Kailash?" And he says, "My daughter Parvati, she wants to serve Lord Shiva." And Shankar Bhagwan, hearing what is taking place, he gently opens his eyes and he sees the Raja. The Raja, my dear friends, Himavan, he asks for the permission of Lord Shiva for Parvati Devi to serve him. Bhagwan Shankar, he told Parvati, "From today, you are going to gather all of the leaves and the sticks and flowers and so forth for my puja and worship." That was like music to the heart of Parvati. How many of us, when we get the opportunity to serve God, we feel joyous about it, we feel happy? When you get the opportunity to clean the Mandir, how many people just feel happy about that? When you get the opportunity to go to puja and to help, how many of us just feel happy and good about it? How many of us, when we get the opportunity to make the prasad, we feel happy? How many of us, when we get the opportunity to serve that divine Lord, we feel happy about it and anxious? My dear friends and devotees, when you are a true devotee of God and you get the opportunity to serve that divine Lord, immediately you will run towards that opportunity to serve, to help, to clean, to prepare, and to serve that divine Lord. The greatest devotion is not sitting and doing the puja, The greatest devotion is even before the puja, the cleaning and the preparation and all of these things. And if we are true devotees, we'll be like Parvati, anxious to serve that Lord. But sometimes what we do, we think about the lamest excuse to hit Baba, and Baba don't know you're lying already. My dear friends, when it comes to devotion, we must be like Parvati Ma, anxious to serve your Lord. Parvati Mata, every day she will be punctual in her duties towards serving Bhagwan Shankar. And while she serves Shankar Bhagwan, my dear bhaktas and devotees, the devatas are looking at what is taking place. They are saying to themselves, but Shankar Bhagwan doesn't even notice the beauty of Parvati. Much less how is he going to fall in love with Parvati to bring forth a child into the world? And Tarkasur is creating havoc and problems. My dear friends, the devatas, they thought and they saw it fit to ask someone to intervene. On Tuesday we celebrated the first night of our 5-night yajna, isn't that so? On Tuesday we celebrated Valentine's. And who is associated with Valentine's, with the arrow? Anybody know? Kamadev, not Cupid. Kamdev in Sanatan Dharma is the Lord of love. He shoots the arrow of sugarcane And so the Devatas went to Kamdev. And upon meeting Kamdev, Vrajababodi, what he says, we listen to the medium of the Katha. Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva. Bolo.
जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा
Jaya Jaya Ananta Avinashi Karata Kripa Sabagantana Bhasi. Bolo.
जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा
Dukha Sahakala Nita Kamaharaja Rati Namohi Chintana Ara. Bolo.
जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा
The Devas, they met with Kamdev and they are telling to Kamdev, oh Kamdev, we have a little situation and we would like you to go to Kailash, and when you see Parvati Mata in front of Lord Shiva, shoot the arrow of love. How many people wish they could meet Kamdev? Amrit, Jai Bhagwan. Imagine it was so easy. You bring Kamdev and then shoot the sugar cane. Kamdev, he went home to his Dulahin. When you want to do something, when you have to make a decision for a married person, you ask and seek the consent of your Dulahin. That is one of your marriage vows. If you are to go abroad or go somewhere, whether it's for business or pleasure, you have to seek your spouse, your Dulahin consent. And so, Rati Devi, she says, oh Kamdev, I don't want to say don't go, but I'm getting a feeling as though something bad is going to happen. And likewise, the Dulahin, they are a Devi. They have that spark of that divinity of the Devi. And they could sometimes sense things. Even as mothers, they could sense when the children are sick and in danger. She says, but if you want to go, go. But it's you going on your risk. But I have a feeling that you shouldn't intervene. And Kamdev, he says that the Devas have asked me to do something, I am going. And as he goes to Kailash, Vrajababodi, we listen. Lala Trishula Shruti Kumaro Sankat Se Muhi Ana Ubharo. Bolo.
जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा
Shankar ho Sankata Ye Nishana Vigana Vishana Mangala Karana. Bolo.
जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा
Kamdev, as he reached to Kailash Parvat, he is waiting and he sees Parvati Mata coming just before Lord Shiva. And as he sees Parvati Maya, she comes before Lord Shiva. He says it's time. It's time to release this arrow. And as he releases the arrow, my dear friends and devotees, Vrajababodi, we decide what to explain. Namo Namo Jaya Namo Shivaya Sura Brahma Deka Parana Paya. Bolo.
जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा जय शिव शंकर जय महादेवा
Bolo Jai Shiva Shankar Jaya Mahadev. Bolo Jaya Shiva Shankar Om Namah Shivaya. Kamadev, my dear friends, he is telling to Rati Devi that the Devatas want me to go to Kailash and to fire the arrow of love so that Lord Shiva will fall in love with Parvati Devi. They will bring forth a child and bring the destruction of Tarakasura. But Rati Devi is saying that I have a feeling something bad is going to happen. But Kamdev doesn't agree with her. You know, when the husband wants something, you could say what you want. But I know for me, I will find a way to make it song and look just good. You know, Rika always tells me that I have a way in getting everything I want. An argument started with Rati and with Kamadev. Just as any ordinary couple, for little silly things you would argue, isn't that so? You know, there once lived a man and his wife, and every day they would quarrel. So they decided that they wanted to get a divorce. So they went to court. So the judge is listening to what is taking place. So he looked at the Dulahin and he says, okay, why it is that both of you want a divorce? She says every day he come home from work, he does argue. So he asks the Dulahan, well, why do you argue when you come home from work? He says every morning when I'm leaving for work, she does argue. So when I come home, I done vex already. Jai Bhagwan. It's similar to something we know, right? So the judge says, listen, don't get divorced yet. For 1 fortnight, 2 weeks, Dulahin, every day, I want when the Dulaha is going to work, tell him something sweet. So they went home, and every morning she would tell him something sweet. When he's leaving for work, instead of quarreling, she said, bye, honey. The next day he's going to work, bye, sugar. The third day he's going to work, bye, honey. And the next day, bye, sugar. And every day she's going like this. And he's coming home and no argument. But when the fourth night up, that is the day he's going to get paid. Normally he will reach home at 3 p.m. But it's 4 p.m. and he will reach home. Dulahin saying, I thought this man changed. But like he had changed. Normally he would reach home at 3. Today's payday is 4 o'clock and he had reached home yet. And she walking from the road to the house and she waiting for him to come. So as he reached home, he told her, honey, come help me empty the car and take all these grocery bags. She said, well, this man really changed. He gone and make grocery by himself. So when they took the grocery bags inside the house now, as you open the first grocery bag, is 1 pint of honey, a half bottle of honey, a bottle of honey. When they open the next bag, is brown sugar, white sugar, demerara sugar, happy sugar. Every bag she opened is only honey and sugar. She said, but what happened? Only honey and sugar you go eat? He said, well, every day I go into work, I tell me, buy honey, buy sugar. I didn't have money, so I get paid, and I buy all the honey and sugar. In an argument, it takes 2 people to create an argument. So if one person says quiet, there will be no argument. Rati Devi, when she realized that Kamdev wants to go, she doesn't say anything again. She says, well, you go. And anything happens, it's by your own risk. And as Kamdev reaches there, he's looking. And while he's looking, he waits for that moment. And as Parvati Devi comes there, he strings the arrow. And as he releases the arrow, my dear friends and devotees, it hits Lord Shiva. And as it hits the divine Lord, his eyes open. He sees Parvati Devi and he's amazed by the beauty of this Devi. But immediately he snaps out of it. And he says to himself, but how? How can I see the Mahamaya of this Devi when I am the destroyer of Mahamaya? He says, this must be the work of Kamadev. And Bhagwan Shankar, he stands on the Parvat. And as he stands on the Parvat, he dashes the Trishul to the ground. He looks, my dear friends and devotees, to his right. He doesn't see anyone. But when he looks to the left, he sees Kamadev. And as he sees Kamadev, he calls out to Kamaraja. He begins to play that damaru. And as he's playing that damaru, he begins to dance the dance of destruction. Shiva bam 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 bola bachave damaru. Shiva bam 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 bola bachave damaru. Shiva bam 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 bola bachave damaru. Bachave damaru, bachave damaru. Bachave damaru, bachave damaru. Bachave damaru, bachave damaru. Shiva bam bam bam, oh baba bam bam bam. Shiva bam 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 bola bachave damaru.
Shiva bam 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 bola bajave damaru.
Bhagwan Shankar, as he is dancing, from his third eye fire begins to emanate, and he says, "O Kamdev, why did you string the arrow of love? Why did you release it to me?" And as Kamdev is uttering the words, my dear friends, Bhagwan Shankar, he says, "O Kamdev, always remember this, never to meddle in others' business." In today's society, what we love to do, we love to play Wednesday. Isn't that so? And if we don't add with 2 cents, well, Jai Bhagwan, we must add 2 cents. When it comes to me, I tell people I graduate. No cents, only dollars. If you have to add dollars. And you could add it in us too, Vishal. Isn't that so? My dear friends, in today's world, sometimes we love to come in the middle of things and where we don't belong. But what does it do? When we go where we don't belong, when we meddle in others' business, it brings what? Your destruction. Kamadev, he stands there. Fire emanates from the third eye of Lord Shiva and begins to burn Kamadev to ashes. Parvati Mata is crying, and as she is crying, Lord Shiva turns to her and he says, "Oh Parvati, if you didn't come to Kailash, this would never happen. Please leave and go." And as Parvati is going from Kailash, she is crying. Remember, Parvati knows nothing. She is crying and she is going. And Bhagwan Shankar, she clasps her hand and she turns to Shiva and she begins to pray. कोई चरावे पान फूल, कोई चरावे माला, कोई चरावे पान फूल, कोई चरावे माला, कोई मंगर मांग है निर्धन को माला। शिवा बम बम बम, ओ शिवा बम 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 बोला बचावे डमरू।
Shiva bam 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 bola bajave damaru.
बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू। बाबा बम बम बम, ओ शिवा बम 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 बोला बचावे डमरू।
Shiva bam 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 bola bajave damaru.
शिवा बम 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 बोला बचावे डमरू।
Shiva bam 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 bola bajave damaru.
शिवा बम 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 बोला बचावे डमरू।
Shiva bam 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 bola
बोले
bajave
उमापति महादेव की। भगवान शंकर, Devi Parvati turns and she begins to pray, "Oh Shankar, please, I do not know anything about this. He says, Parvati, if you didn't come to Kailash, this would have never happened. She begins to pray to Lord Shiva. And as she begins to pray, he says, Parvati, leave and go. Out of anger, he utters these words to Devi Parvati. Parvati Maya, my dear friends and devotees, as she's crying and she's walking from the Parvat, Nandi sees Parvati Devi. He sees everything that took place. And Nandi, my dear friends and devotees, he says, Maya, remember the words of your father. To win the heart of Lord Shiva, to win your heart's desire from Lord Shiva, there's only one way. And it's true devotion. Do not give up. Do not give up. In the journey to Lord Shiva, to the journey to God, there will always be problems. There will always be trials and tribulations and hurdles, but never give up, Oma. Do not give up. Gain courage, faith, confidence, and with love and devotion, Maya, Japu, Harikanam. Goma, find a spot suitable and begin to pray to your Shiva. Begin to worship your Shiva. And as Parvati Devi, my dear bhaktas and devotees, she finds a suitable spot. She begins to create a beautiful Shivlinga, Prithvilinga, in the bank of a river. And as she's creating this Prithvilinga, she begins to pray to Lord Shiva. And as she prays to Bhagwan Shankar, my dear friends and devotees, with love, with devotion, she's calling out to that Lord, Bhagwan, please, maaf karo, forgive me. We join. As Parvati Mata, she prays to Bhagwan Shankar. We too grasp this opportunity to surrender to the feet of Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya.
Karpuri Gauram Karunavataram Sansari Saram Bhujagendraharam Saravasantam Hidrayadvindi Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami तेरी सर पे गंगा की धारा माथे पे चांद चकोरा गूंजे हे नाथ शंभुनाथ रे तेरे सर पे गंगा की धारा माथे पे चांद चकोरा गूंजे हे नाथ शंभुनाथ रे जय जय शंभु दुनिया सारी भोलेनाथ जी, तेरे सर पे गंगा की धारा, माथे पे चांद चकोरा गूंजे, हे नाथ शंभुनाथ रे। तेरे सर पे गंगा की धारा, माथे पे चांद चकोरा गूंजे, हे नाथ शंभुनाथ रे। जय जय भोलेनाथ शंभु महादेव शिव शंकर, जय जय भोलेनाथ शंभु महादेव शिव शंकर। तेरे सर पे गंगा की धारा, आवाते चांद चकोरा गूंजे, हे नाथ शंभुनाथ रे। तेरे सर पे गंगा की धारा, माथे पे चांद चकोरा गूंजे, हे नाथ शंभुनाथ रे। जय जय भोलेनाथ शंभु महादेव शिव शंकर, जय जय भोलेनाथ शंभु महादेव शिव शंकर, जय जय भोलेनाथ शंभु महादेव शिव शंकर, जय जय भोलेनाथ शंभु महादेव शिव शंकर।
Buri Surmapati Mahadev ki jai. My dear friends and devotees, Parvati Devi, she sits there as she begins to worship Lord Shiva. And while she is worshipping Bhagwan Shankar, with clasped hands, she begins to pray to the Divine Lord. She has that beautiful Shivalinga, that Prithvi Lingam. Shiv Mahapuran states that in the age of Kali Yuga, whenever you have problems, one should worship the Prithvi Linga, the lingam that is made out of the earth. Keeping vigil on the night of Maha Shivaratri and worshipping this lingam at sunrise, visurging this lingam, your problems will be no longer. She's worshipping this lingam. And while she's worshipping this evening, I invite all those joining with us at the Mandir to sit upright. To those joining with us via our live stream on the various social media platforms, wherever you are, sit upright and join with us. To those joining with us via the airwaves of 103.1 FM this morning, wherever you are, join with us as we pray together with that Devi Parvati Ma. She holds that wonderful lota and she begins to offer the jal upon the Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo. Om Namah Shivaya. Brahma Murari Surachitalingam Nirmala Bachita Shovitalingam Janamadhuka Vinashakalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Bolo. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya.
Devamuni Padavarchitalingam Kamadharam Karunakaralingam Ravanadarapavinashanalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya,
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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Sura Guru Sura Varari Pitalingam Buddhi Vidavaradan Karalingam Siddhi Sura Sura Vanditalingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Shivaya.
Om Namah 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 Shivaya.
Kanaka Mahamuni Bhushita Lingam Panipati Vishita Shovita Lingam Daksha Suyagya Vinashana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam. Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Offering that jal. Take the kumkum, take the chandan, and place the trilochana, the 3 marks upon the lingam, making this offering surrender to Lord Shiva. Kumkuma chandana lipita lingam, pankaja harashu shovita lingam, sanchita papa vinashana lingam, tat pranamami sada shiva lingam. Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Devanagar Chitta Sevita Lingam, Bhavabhaya Bhakti Birev Chitta Lingam, Dinakara Koti Prabhakara Lingam, Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam. Bolo Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Placing the mala upon the Shivalingam, offering prasad and the agarbatti in your minds, my dear friends and devotees. Take that arti. And as you perform arti in your mind, walk around that lingam chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya together with love and devotion. Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Sura Guru Suravara Pujita Lingam, Suravara Pushpa Sudarchita Lingam, Panipati Preta Makhatita Lingam, Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam. Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Gambhiram Punyam Yakshate Shiva Sannidhau Shivalokam Mavaloki Shivena Sahamurati.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. She prays to Lord Shiva. Days are passing by, weeks are passing, months are passing, and she's praying to the Shankar. But my dear friends and devotees, when you perform devotion with love, with faith, with confidence, pure devotion from your heart, an energy begins to build. When you call the name of that divine Lord with love, that energy begins to surround you. The chakras, my dear friends, begins to open. That is why Shiv Puran teaches us on the night of Maha Shivaratri, the energy of Lord Shiva is throughout the universe. And that is why we must sit in a lotus-like position and straight, where your back is straight a bit. Allowing that spine to be straight so that that energy will flow from the base chakra straight to the Muladhara chakra. And that is why on this night of Maha Shivaratri, it is very easy to feel the energy of Lord Shiva, according to the Shiv Mahapurana. My dear friends and devotees, the Devi is there and she is praying. That energy begins to build. The Devi doesn't know whom she is. She doesn't know how powerful she is. Just like each and every one of us. If I were to ask you, who are you? You say, I am Bihari. Who are you? I am Amrit. But we are beyond this body and beyond this name. Shivoham, Shivoham. We are part and parcel of God. Why is it great to chant on this night? We chant through the mansik, through the mind. My dear friends, we are greater than this name. Greater than this sharir, greater than this body. We are part and parcel of God. When you begin to pray, that energy begins to build, that energy starts to flow through the spine. Devi Parvati, that energy is flowing. Remember who is Parvati Devi? She is Mahadevi. She is the Shakti of the universe. And as she is praying, my dear friends, the Devatas, they are becoming worried. Why are they worrying when the Devi is praying? With clasped hands, she is all pouring love to Lord Shiva. And she prays, my dear friends, with love and with devotion. Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara. Everybody, Hara Hara. Oh, you're not enjoying the katha? Parvati Devi is praying. You remember we reach? Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara Anga Gauri Sir Ganga Bahaye Munda Mala Tanachara Alage Vasra Kalaba Gambar Sohe Chavi Hodik Nagamuni Mohe Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara 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 Jai Shankara Nandi Ganaso Hat hai aise सागर मार कमल है जैसे कार्तिक शाम और गणराओ या छवि होए जता नकाओ हर हर जय शंकर ओम हर हर बोलो हर हर Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara Hara.
Hare Hare, Shri Sankat Mochan.
The devas, my dear friends and devotees, they are becoming worried because as Devi is praying and the energy that Shakti is building, the earth begins to shake because the earth cannot bear that pure Shakti, that pure energy. And as the earth begins to shake, the devatas are worried because that energy could destroy even the universe. So they begin to pray to Lord Shiva. Even the devatas now will cast hands together. They are praying to Shankara Bhagwan. Karpura Gaudam Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayade Vrinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namani Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara 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 Hara
Shri Sankat Om.
Om Namah Shivaya Hari Om Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om Namah Shivaya Hari Om Namah Shivaya Hari Om Bure Umapati Mahadeva ki Hara Hara Jai Shankara Om Hara. The devas are praying to Lord Shiva. O Prabhu, O great Lord Shiva, you are the destroyer, and we come before you with a problem, Lord. You have to stop Parvati from her devotion. Because if Parvati continues that vrat and that devotion, this universe will be destroyed. We all are powerful, you know, and we all are great. We all are powerful and we all are great. We all have great qualities, but sometimes we don't recognize and realize that. Isn't that so? We sometimes belittle ourselves. I can't do that. Isn't that so? But tonight Katha is teaching us that we all are great and we all could accomplish great things in life. We are all sent here with a purpose. We are all sent upon this earth with a great purpose. We are sent upon the earth with a great purpose. Everybody, you're unique. If you are a photographer, be the best that you can be. If you are a doctor, be the best that you can. If you are a teacher, be the best teacher. Everybody has a purpose. And everybody is equal in the eye of God. We are sent here to do different things. Whatever is your purpose, be the best. Do not look down and belittle no one. Sometimes you look down on the garbage man. But when you look outside and you see the garbage man pass, Auntie Doreen, you begin to worry. Where the garbage man? Isn't that so? My dear friends, everybody has a great role and we depend on each other. So be the best that you can. Know that you have great abilities, and know that you are powerful, and know that you are blessed by the divine. If you are the background music, be the best that you can. Everything and every person should be the best at what you do. Devi Parvati, she's unaware of how powerful she is. And as she's praying, that energy, my dear friends, begins to flow and the earth begins to shake. Lord Shiva, hearing the prayer of the Devatas, Bhagwan Shankar, my dear friends, he goes to Devi Parvati. And as he goes to Devi Parvati, Vraja Babhuri, we listen to the medium of the Katha this evening. Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva. Bolo.
Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva, Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva.
Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva.
Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva, Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva.
Dahani Mahanaha Tuma Sammakina Sevak Stuti Karata Sadakiha Bolo.
Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva, Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva.
Nama Mahima Tava Gunakayin Shankar Kanta Abhi Nahi Pai. Bolo.
Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva, Jai Shiva Shankara, Jai Mahadeva.
Bolo Jai Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva. Prabhu Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva. Bolo Jaya Shiva Shankara. Bure Umapati Mahadeva ki. Parvati Devi, she's praying. But while she's praying, she could feel someone looking at her. You know, sometimes you're standing by the Jandi to Afadhar and you feel somebody looking at you, you could feel that energy. And when you open your right eye a little bit and you look, you see the neighbor watching. No, Jai Bhagwan. The neighbor is making sure that you are praying for everyone. When you gently open your eye and you don't see anyone, Bhagwan is looking at you. But as Devi Parvati gently opens her eyes, Bhagwan Shankar is coming, and as he is coming, he doesn't come in the form of Shankar, he goes in the form of our old sadhu. And when she opens her eyes, she sees this old man. And he says, Devi, why are you performing such intense vrat and devotion? Maya, why are you performing such intense vrat and devotion? Who are you praying to? She says, I am praying to Shiva. I am praying to Bhagwan Shankar. He says, you are talking about the Shankar who wears a mrigachala, tiger skin clothes. Are you talking about the Shankar who has a snake for a necklace around his neck? Are you talking about the Shankar who besmears the ashes from the cremation site on his skin as bhashma? Are you talking about the Shankar with the jata? Are you talking about the Shankar who roams the cremation ground? that is the Shankar you praying to? She says, yes. And he continues. My dear friends, when anyone will speak your dharma, what you must do? Stand up for your dharma. Dharma rakshite rakshita dharma. Those who protect dharma, dharma will protect you. She looks at him and she says, listen, stop. It is not just a sin to speak in such a manner, but it's a greater sin to listen to someone speak in such a manner. What did Devi is teaching us this morning? It is not just a sin to speak about others. So when you speak about others, you're taking Mahapap. Great sin. Unless you're talking the truth. She says it's not just a sin to speak in such a manner, but it is a greater sin to listen to someone speak in such a manner. So when you hear people ill speaking others, what you must do? Gently walk away. Om Namah Shivaya. You know, sometimes you say, Baba, I hear somebody saying X, Y, and Z. But Baba may say one word because I taught him no karma. The Katha is teaching you, by listening, you carry half of the karma. Jai Bhagwan. She says, please leave and go. And she closed back her eyes and she begins to pray. Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Jaya Mahadeva. Bolo, Jaya Shiva Shankara. Bakina Jaya Puhukara Shiva Shankara Prabhu Apanivara. Bolo with clasped hands she's praying, oh Shankar, please forgive the old sadhu. He doesn't know about you. He doesn't know how great and how powerful you are. Oh Bhagwan Shankar, please forgive him, for he doesn't know. Oh Bhagwan, the old sadhu doesn't know. And apparently he doesn't understand that you are Karpura Gauram, you are as white in complexion as the camphor. You represent purity itself. You are the light that dispels the darkness of ignorance. Bhagwan bless him to remove the ignorance. She says, Bhagwan, he doesn't understand that by taking the bhashma, the vibhuti, and besmearing it in his skin, it is how you merge with your devotees to give them the darshan of liberation. Prabhu, he doesn't understand that you have this serpent around your neck to teach your devotees and remind them that you are fearless. You don't fear anything. You wear the mrigachala to show that you conquer any beast in this world. You are fearless. You are filled with wisdom. You are filled with purity and prosperity. My dear friends, she's praying, Lord, this man doesn't know how great, how powerful you are. Forgive him. Forgive him, O Lord. And as she's praying, tears is flowing from her eyes. Apachalahadara Shankara Sanghara Suyaya Shara Kumahara Sangasara. Bolo Bolo Jaya Shiva Shankara Jaya Mahadev. Prabhu Jaya Shiva Shankara Jaya Mahadev. Prabhu Jaya Shiva Shankara. Umapati Mahadeva ki. Devi Parvati, She still feels as though someone is looking at her. So she turns around and she opens her eye. She says, I thought I'd tell you to leave here and go. And as she looks, she doesn't see the old sadhu. Who does the Devi see? She sees Bhagwan Shankar. Devi Parvati falls on the ground and the tears that is flowing from her eyes. She begins to pray, Maaf karo Prabhu, please forgive me. Samay ekta Rajav bhole Chala chala navakara Marudhas bhole Om Namah Shivaya. She begins to wash the feet of Lord Shiva with the tears that is flowing from her eyes. Bhagwan, forgive me, I didn't recognize it was you. And as she holds on to the feet of Lord Shiva, she prays, Hara Hara Shambhu, O Lord, forgive me. She sits there and she begins to worship the feet of Shiva and she begins to pray for forgiveness. My dear friends, if you know that you have made any mistakes during your life, tonight is the night to pray for forgiveness. As Parvati Ma prays, she prays for forgiveness. Hara Hara Shambhu. She glorifies the divine. Shankar, he stands there. And the Devi is praying and she's calling out to Lord Shiva. Bhagwan Shankar, he asks her, Devi, tell me, why have you been performing such intense devotion? What is your purpose of your devotion? And she says, my Lord, to win your hands in marriage, to become one with you. And Bhagwan Shankar, he says, O Parvati, O Devi, I will tell you something. You are my consort. You are Sati Devi. You are the Shakti of the universe. O Devi, this is destined and this has to be. And so, Bhagwan Shankar and Devi Parvati leaving the forest region, they return. He returns to Kailash. Parvati returns to the Himalayan mountain. Himavanta Maina Devi, they are making preparations for union. Bhagwan Shiva, he mounts Nandi and he's going. And why is he going? All of the dutas. Who are the dutas of Lord Shiva? Bhoot and Pisach. Some have hair and some do have none. Some have hand and some have foot and some have none. And they are singing and they are glorifying the Lord Shiva as they are journeying to the Himachal mountain.
Shivaya Rudraya Namaha, 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 Shivaya Rudraya Namaha.
Om Namah Shivaya. As the wedding reaches there and a beautiful union takes place, it is midnight. It is the 14th tithi in the month of Palagun. We, of course, my dear friends and devotees, it is the night of Maha Shivaratri. It is the 14th tithi in the month of Palagun, such as today, we, of course, at midnight, we would have worshipped that divine. We would have performed that puja upon the Shivlinga. The very base, the yoni of the lingam is the Devi, and the stone itself is Shiva. And so, performing that puja at midnight, we would have merged the energy of Shiva and Parvati Devi. Merging that energy, my dear friends and devotees, creating that wonderful vibration to remove all of our problems, all of our hurdles, trials, and tribulations. Bhagwan Shankar, together with Devi Parvati, they entered, my dear friends and devotees, to Kailash. And entering to Kailash Parvat, Bhaktas and devotees, all of the dutas, they begin to praise and sing praises to Lord Shiva. And whilst they are glorifying the divine Lord, tonight, let us all join as we too glorify Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bambola Baba.
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 Bola Baba Bambola Baba Bambola Baba. Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bambola Baba.
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bambola Baba.
He Parameshwara Uma Maheshwara Bola Baba.
He Parameshwari Uma Maheshwari Bola Baba.
He Parameshwara Uma Maheshwara Bola Baba.
He Parameshwara Uma Maheshwari Bola Baba.
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Prabhu Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Bam Bhola Baba.
Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Bam Bhola Baba.
He Sukahari, He Dukahari, He Bhola Baba.
He Sukahari, He Dukahari, Bhola Baba.
He Sukahari, He Dukahari, He Bhola Baba.
He Sukahari, He Dukahari, Bhola Baba.
Bolo Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Bolo Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Bam Bhola Baba.
He Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Bam Bhola Baba.
Bhola Baba, Bam Bhola Baba, 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 Bam Bhola Baba.
Bolo Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Prabhu Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Bam Bhola Baba.
He Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Bam Bhola Baba.
Bolo Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Bam Bhola Baba.
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 Bam Bhola Baba.
Bhola Baba.
Bhola Baba, Bam Bhola Baba, Bam Bhola Baba. Bure Umapati Mahadev ki. As all of the dutas of Lord Shiva congratulating Devi Parvati and Bhagwan Shankar, they continue to sing praises as we continue to praise the Divine Lord as we make preparations to join in our 3 o'clock Pahar offering at this time. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा श्वेतांबर पीतांबर में श्वेतांबर पीतांबर में श्वेतांबर पीतांबर में गति में भागंबर साजे गति में भागंबर साजे श्वेतांबर पीतांबर में श्वेतांबर पीतांबर में गति में भागंबर साजे ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा गंगा उज्ज्वल शीशदत्ता बहे गंगा उज्ज्वल चंद्रानंद सोहे चंद्रानंद सोहे ओम जय 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 महादेव शीशता बहे गंगा उज्ज्वल शीशता बहे गंगा उज्ज्वल चंद्रानंद सोहे ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेवा ओम जय 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 महादेव
Bode Surmapati Mahadev ki jai. At this time, I would like to invite our Shrotas to come to the Lingam, where of course we begin to make our offerings upon the Shiva Lingam, which will take us to the 3 a.m. mark, where of course we will complete this Pahar offering at that time. Let us all draw our palms together as we pray and we seek the blessings of the divine. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Karabindu Samyuktim Gyayanti Yam Yogino Kamadham Muksharam Cheva Om Karaye Namo Namaha. My dear friends and devotees, to those joining with us at the Mandir, we pray we receive the blessings of Bhagwan. To those joining with us on the various social media platforms, and of course to those joining with us via the airwaves of 103.1 FM, we're joining in Linga Ashtakam at this time. Om Brahma Murari Surachita Lingam Niramala Bhachita Shovita Lingam Janamaradhuka Vinashaka Lingam Tat Pranamami Sadha Shivaling. Bolo Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Deva Muni Paravarchita Lingam Amaradhan Karuna Karalingam Ravana Darapa Vinashana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Sarva Sugandhi Sulipitalingam Buddhi Vidavadhan Kadalingam Siddhi Surasura Vanditalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Mahamuni Bhushita-lingam Panipati Visheshuvata-lingam Dakshasoyagya Vinashana-lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Kumachandana Pitalingam Pankajahara Shushovitalingam Sanchita Papa Vinashana Lingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Devanagar Chitta Sevitalingam Bhava Bhakti Birir Chittalingam Dinakara Koti Prabhakara Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Sura Guru Sura Vara Pujita Lingam Suravada Pushpa Sudarshita Lingam Parampana Paramatmata Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Devanagar Chitta Sevitalingam Bhava Bhakti Bidir Chittalingam Dinakara Koti Prabhakara Lingam Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Hara 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 Mahadevaya. Hara 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 Mahadevaya. Hara 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 Mahadevaya. Hara 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 Mahadevaya.
Hare 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 Mahadevaya. Hare 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 Mahadevaya. Hare 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 Hare
Bure
Mahadevaya.
Mahapati Mahadev ki Shankar Bhagwan ki. Crowd join, there is all joining in Aarti at this time. Om Sajam Chavarti Samyuktim Vahinayochita Maya Deepagrihan Revashya Preruktimirapaham. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Om Hara 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 Mahadev.
Hare 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 Mahadev. Om Hare 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 Mahadev.
Jai Shiva Omkara Prabhu Hara Shiva Omkara. Om Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Om Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
एकानन चतुरानन पंचानन राजे. एकानन चतुरानन पंचानन राजे. हंस सानन गरुडासन वृषवाहन साजे ओम हर 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 महादेव
ओम हर 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 महादेव
जय शिव ओंकारा
प्रभु हरि शिव ओंकारा
ओम सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम
ओम सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम
दो भुजे चार चतुर भुजा दस भुजति सोहे दो भुजे चार चतुर भुजा दस भुजति सोहे तीनों रूप निरत का त्रिभुवन जन मोहे ओम हर 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 महादेव
ओम हर 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 महादेव
जय शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा
जय शिव ओंकारा
प्रभु हरि शिव ओंकारा
At this time, my dear friends and devotees, I would like to take the beautiful opportunity to thank the management and staff of 103.1 FM for taking our devotion to the home of many devotees throughout the world. To all of the corporate sponsors making this broadcast possible, may Bhagwan Shankar richly bless each and every one of you, your establishment, management and staff. May Bhagwan Shankar richly bless all the listeners joining with us via the airwaves of 103.1 FM. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya,
शिवाय नमः शिवाय
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya,
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय
Namah Shivaya, Prabhu Namah Shivaya,
नमः शिवाय प्रभु नमः शिवाय
Namah Shivaya, Prabhu Namah Shivaya,
नमः शिवाय प्रभु नमः शिवाय
Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya,
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय
Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya,
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय
Bam Bole Hare, Mor Man Kamanam Pura Kare,
बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
Bam Bole Hare, Mor Man Kamanam Pura Kare,
बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
Mor Man Kamanam Pura Kare, Mor Man Kamanam Pura Kare, Bam Bole Hare, Mor Man Kamanam Pura Kare.
बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
बाबा की धाम पर गंगा की धार पर गंगा की धार बाबा की धाम पर गंगा की धार पर गंगा की धार सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामनाम पूरा करे
बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे
ओ जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी
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 अरे देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी
जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी
ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय बोले उमापति महादेव की ओम मंत्रहीनम क्रियाहीनम भक्तिहीनम जरारणम यत्पूजितं मया देवा परिपूर्णं तरस्रमे काहेन वाचा मनसिन्द्रियवा बोध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतिं सुभौतं करोमि यज्ञ सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि जुगर त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले गजानन स्वामी की, उमापति महादेव की, आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, काल भैरव बाबा की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम। My dear friends and devotees, you may have your respectful seats at this time.
शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साई राम। शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साई राम। शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साई राम। शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साई राम। शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साई राम। शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साई राम। शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साई राम। कैलाशवासा महादेवा कैलाशवासा महादेवा जगदीश्वर हरे महादेवा जगदीश्वर हरे महादेवा। कैलाशवासा महादेवा कैलाशवासा महादेवा जगदीश्वर हरे महादेवा जगदीश्वर हरे महादेवा। त्रिभुवन पालका साई देवा त्रिभुवन पालका साई देवा। शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा शिव महेश्वरा साई राम। शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साई राम। शिव महेश्वरा शिव शंकरा शिव महादेवा साई राम। सिंदूर कपनी में नीमूलल हल्दी की है, लवन और पान की है, दूर की है, धूप की है। सिंदूर कपनी में नीमूलल हल्दी की है, लवन और पान की है, दूर की है, धूप की। अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा, अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा। सिंदूर कपनी में नीमूलल हल्दी की है, लवन और पान की है, दूर की है, धूप की। अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा, अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा। महाजय लक्ष्मी देवी, महामा कुंडलिनी, भगवती महावाणी, महाविद्या ललिता देवी। महामय लक्ष्मी देवी, महामा कुंडलिनी, भगवती महावाणी, महाविद्या ललिता देवी। अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा, अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा। सिंदूर कपूनी में नीमूलल हल्दी की है, लवन और पान की है, दूर की है, धूप की। अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा, अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा। चामुंडेश्वरी मैया, अंबिका दुम दुम दुर्गा, वैष्णवी महागायत्री, जय महासंतोषी देवी। चामुंडेश्वरी मैया, अंबिका दुम दुम दुर्गा, वैष्णवी महागायत्री, जय महासंतोषी देवी। अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा, अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा। सिंदूर कपनी में नीमूलल हल्दी की है, लवन और पान की है, दूर की है, धूप की। अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा, अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा, अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा, अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा। हो जय जय संगनी कपूर, जय जय संगनी कपूर। ओ दी बाबा, ओ दी बाबा नमः, ओ दी बाबा नमः। जय जय संगनी कपूर, जय जय संगनी कपूर। ओ दी बाबा, ओ दी बाबा नमः, ओ दी बाबा नमः। जय गणपति देवी गौरी सुताया, सिद्धि रूपाया श्री गणेशाया। ओम हम हनुमते पवन पुत्राया, नरसिंह देवता जय जय सूर्य 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 बम। अम्मा कुमा काली अम्मा। ओ जय जय संगनी कपूर, ओ जय जय संगनी कपूर। ओ दी बाबा, ओ दी बाबा नमः, ओ दी बाबा नमः। जय गणपति गौरी सुताया, सिद्धि रूपाया श्री गणेशाया। जय गणपति गौरी सुताया, सिद्धि रूपाया श्री गणेशाया। जय जय संगनी कपूर, ओ जय जय संगनी कपूर। ओ दी बाबा, ओ दी बाबा नमः, ओ दी बाबा नमः, ओ दी बाबा, ओ दी बाबा नमः, ओ दी बाबा नमः, ओ दी बाबा, ओ दी बाबा नमः, ओ दी बाबा नमः। त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव